Let's get going. So today's webinar is a part 3 of our series of 4 webinars. Today's focus is going to be on our Agility AI packing solution, which is unique to Wisys. There is no other partner out there, customer, product that is going to do what I'm showing you today. This is going to be something original to Wisys and stick with the supply chain theme, keeping our focus of AI into the WMS space. So I'd like to go through a little bit about that with you today. All right, so today's solution is the AI packing. We have one more solution to go over, which is our Fusion Production Scheduler, which is unique to all of our AI products. Just a quick reminder that when you do install and get our AI products, you're going to get all the packages and all the products that you've seen through this webinar series. So today we're going to do the packing. Join us next Thursday for the last one. We'll talk a little bit more about the production scheduler shortly. But today's session is on our AI packing solution. Again, this utilizes the Agility Explorer desktop application running on your computer today, whether it's in a client mode or within the cloud. If you're running Agility Explorer, you have the availability to use the Agility AI packing solution. And what that's going to do, it's going to optimize our shipments for small package shipping. It's going to allow us to create boxes within Wisys and packages, so cartons, pallets, things like that. It's going to allow us to create a packing plan, so show us how to correctly pack pallets or pack cartons, packages to fit the right boxes. So a lot of people have been asking me for this for quite a while, and this fits nicely into the WMS, Wisys WMS solution from a packing standpoint. The next session next week is going to be our Fusion Scheduler production product. You'll see a little more of that. And then you've seen the interpreter. If not joined our webinar in the past, if you've not joined our webinar in the past, this is available on our YouTube channel. If you just look up Wisys SAP Business One YouTube channel, you'll be able to find any past webinar. If you didn't sign up or didn't get that recording, it's available on there. But the AI interpreter is where we can drag and drop documents to create POs, sales orders from Word, text, PDF documents, and graphic images. So a nice automation feature to keep with the theme of one add-on to provide you this solution. So you're not, investing in another application from another company. You can utilize Wisys as you already are in the warehouse today. And the fourth application is the AI agent. So it's embedded in Agility Explorer as well. It's going to allow you to natural language questions about a grid, return results and graphics, and allows you to export those as well. So today's solution, we're actually going to open the Agility Explorer to find our Agility Intelligence applications that come loaded. Let's take a look at that in real time now. And you'll see on my desktop, I have a few icons here, but the most important is our Agility Explorer application, which you may currently be running now, or as a prospect, be looking into how many desktop licenses do you need. So I'm just going to maximize my Agility Explorer and bring up the grid. So you might be familiar with these grids. We do have an AI Agility Intelligence icon here to utilize some of those features like the interpreter, like the AI agent have all been a part of. Well, today we're going to utilize a grid called AI Packing, Orders Lines Packed. And you'll see that I have that opened here today. And really what you're seeing here is a grid of my 05 warehouse and available orders for me to pack. So in real time with the handheld, maybe in the packing station on your computer with Wisys. And anyway, with Wisys, you have staged products by picking them possibly, or using sales orders to pick them. But this is going to give me a grid of all my sales orders that are available to be packed. And they're going to signify things like a card code, which is the company name, card name, and then those items on the package, right? So I do have a few orders today, and we'll go through maybe a couple of these to show you, but I want to do my most recent order. So, I have orders that come over to the packing station and they're being ready to be packed up and shipped out, but I do want to have optimize how those are packed, because maybe I'm looking for the best rate from UPS. Maybe I need to eliminate as much box packing material as possible. Maybe I just want to solidify those into a smaller number of boxes. So I don't want to send 4 or 5 boxes when 2 will do. So I'm actually going to go to my first order, which is 1413, and that coincides with SAP Business One. And I can actually check the lines of each, and I can do multiple orders. I could do to the same customer. I could do multiple orders. I could pack those all up. But I want to show you this in real time, and I'm going to actually maximize my screen here because I want to show you here that in this particular order, I'm selling some cases of toothpaste and laundry detergent. And in that case, I have 4 cases of toothpaste and 3 cases or 3 boxes of the laundry detergent. And I want to know how to pack that. Now, my units of measure are going to be in my SAP Business One. So again, no double entry. We're working with one point of truth here, right? One believable source. We have our weights and measures within there. Now we can weigh these things on a scale later if we'd like to. But this is actually going to allow me to summarize all of the weights and measures into a packing plan. So after selecting each item on an order that I want, I'm going to click on the AI packing plan here. And when I do that, it's going to bring me up that order, those orders that I have, and allow me to decide to create a packing plan. But first, I want to actually show you that my packages are going to be set up in Wisys. Now, in my environment here, I have a lot of different packages. You may be familiar with some of these. These are a lot of Amazon packages. But I could create unique packages based on my cartons, my pallets, my units of measure that I have, right? My size boxes, actually. And I have things with max weights in here, max sizes, dimensional of the packages here, right? I can also allow multi-order packing. So if I have multiple orders of the same customers, I can commingle those goods. And then I can also talk about allow fragile co-packing, right? So this will allow me to separate fragile items, move fragile items, things like that. I can even manage those packages from here. But what I really want to do at this point is I do want to create that packing plan. So when I click the create packing plan, this is where it's going to utilize artificial intelligence, AI. It's going to take my packages and settings that I have, and it's going to take the order and the lines that I have and build the best plan for me to package these. Now, in my system, this is a development system. This is taking some time to do this. So be patient with me as this runs through it, but notice that any of our users in real time in our production server is going to get much better performance here. You're going to see that as you may have already implemented Wisys AI and you're using it today and you wanted to see a demonstration of the product, you'll notice that this will be much quicker in that environment. But I want to show you here where this is where it's utilizing the AI as our logo. Our new logo is actually spinning here. So let's give it a second or two. It's going to come back and return the result set for us here shortly. And then I'll be able to show you some more information on that. Again, these products are sold as a group. So any of the things that you've seen in a previous webinar, they're all going to be in one bundle package. And we'll talk a little bit later how you get those packages, what you need to do. But in this case, we're building this package system here for you to see it. So again, bear with me for a second. This is my demo environment. So you can see that it is working away here. And we'll give it a second or two more to return result set. And just a little FYI, we are excited about our Fusion scheduling program that's coming up next week. You'll see some of the uniqueness to that product compared to the other threes living outside of SAP Business One. So you're going to see some really good stuff there. But continue holding with me for a second, and I'm sure we'll get some results here soon. Checking it out. There we go. All right, so it did do some extensive product box dimensioning here, right? It wasn't a super easy one-to-one box. These are some large items, but what it gave me as a return result here, it gave me 3 boxes that I need to pack these items in. And it actually signified the dimensions of these, where to put them, right? It told me which box to use out of all my boxes. And it says here, there's 3 boxes. So there's 2 items in each box, and there's 3 items in the 3rd box. Now, if I want to identify that these are fragile items or hazardous items, I could do that here. But it's returned results for me on how to pack it. So without visualizing it yet, we can see the boxes, we can pick the boxes and pack those. Now there's some packing metrics here. They can actually tell me the weights, the summary of weights, the boxes, and how many items I have on this order. And it tells me my efficiency and my scores. All that's here in my packing metrics. But really what I want to do is I'd like to see how this box is packed, or these boxes are packed. I'm going to hit the visualize key. And when I hit that visualize key, it's going to bring up my first box. And this is based on my packaging. It's going to put 2 of the aim tartar control cases in the box, and it tells you how to place those in there and the weights, right? I can even move to the front to see from the front how that is, right? I can look all around and see the top and how it's supposed to sit in the box, right? And I'd have my packing materials and I put this in this box. But this is the most efficient way by the boxes that I have in my system to allow me to pack this. Now I can look at all 3 boxes. If I hit the next box, it's going to be the same as the first. The third box is actually where it gets a little different. So it's got 3 items in here and boxes those 3 items into the third box. And again, I can visualize that from a point of view and reset that right here. So I'm visualizing that. Now I can go pack that information, right? I can pack those items into the boxes, and then I can create in the next step within Wisys. As you may know, we have cartons and pallets, our unique packaging layer of Wisys, which is the Enterprise Edition. I can simply hit the create packages here to allow it to actually create the packages within Wisys that can be loaded into a shipment. So I have packages 1068, 1069, and 1070. Those packages are now available for me to use. I could print the labels out for those packages and they can be loaded onto a shipment. But very easily, I just visualize the packing plan to optimize for my company based on shipping costs, based on my packing material that I have. I just created that with that order, and this has been now packed, staged, and ready to be shipped with Agility Shipping. So that is going to be the demonstration of the Agility packing solution. I'd be happy to take any questions at this time, but let's actually let's take a look at a couple more slides real quick, because I want to really talk about how you can get this and try this yourself. First of all, Wisys has produced documentation for all these items. So you have access as a customer to sign up for our documentation site and get the documentation so you could see the use cases, the setup of all these products, packages, things like that within our documentation. Well, Aaron, how do I get to use Wisys AI? I want to use it. Well, you got to be on the current version, right? So you have to be on the newest version of Wisys. So hopefully you have a test environment or a test company that you can utilize the new version of Wisys in there without testing. Obviously, if you have tailored applications and other things like that, you may want to test this product before you do it into production, right? You can coordinate with Wisys to evaluate that, to make sure, hey, we don't have any tailored applications and things that would affect an update. But as always, with any update, you're going to want to make sure you test it out first, right? Once that's updated, we'll know that you've updated, we'll have the conversation, but you'll need an AI key. So we'll generate an AI key, we'll help reach out to you individually to set that AI key up, and then you'll be able to use the AI embedded product with Wisys in the newest version of Agility Explorer 571.1. So we're really looking for feedback. This is the point where our customers, our prospects, when they get it, are able, and partners as well, are able to utilize the product and give us real feedback to how we can make the product better. We understand there's more things to improve, things you may want to add, but that's what we're doing with this product now, is we're looking for that feedback. So please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to you about it, happy to demonstrate more personally, take a look at your situations, your process workflows, and help you understand how the AI Agility packing can help you today. So be ready for our next webinar next Friday or next Thursday at 2 p.m. It is our Agility Fusion product. Please be ready for that, and I look forward to seeing you there. And we'll see if we have any questions now here from anybody here. And it looks pretty straightforward here. Yeah, some people ask me if this could be used with different packages in Wisys. So the intention today is for this to be a small package solution, for UPS, FedEx shipping. But the opportunity is there to use this with any packagings, right? So customizing or tailoring the product to fit your needs. Maybe it's packing pallets, maybe it's packing a container. Those are options that can happen, right? So, but this was specifically designed for small package shipping to be able to optimize your pack strategy. So, I thank you all for joining today. Again, any questions, I'm here to answer it. I'll stick around for a couple minutes, but hopefully I've shown you a little bit of the AI packing program from Wisys, and you enjoyed it. And please feel free to reach out. Thank you all. Have a great day.